Hello again, welcome to Rise. I'm Bill. Some of you know me as Raina. When I'm doing strange things and making videos, I try to be skippy. Today we're going to talk about where to get the ILS landing system charts, how to use them, and what the waypoints mean. So the first thing is, what do you mean instrument landing system? Okay, an ILS, some of you obviously have already seen government ILS charts. I'm going to put links to this. This is an ILS chart that we had written up for Deois Airport. That's Deois runway 36. There are the various points that they're going to want you to know about. And here are the standard approaches, fleet and mover. You'll notice that runway 301 and 302 are on the other chart. So, let's first talk about where to get them. I'm here in the transit district next to that second control tower that's not at the airport. And that little squat building is labeled the FBO. You go to the waypoint manager and you find Deois FBO. Double click on it. It's actually 12 degrees to my right and 392 meters away. So let's put the car into gear. Come on. You have to get right up to the building. There it is. 299 chart. Speak English, Bill. 299 credits annually. You click on that and they give you a whole bunch of waypoints, and each one of those waypoints will have that symbol next to it. That is a fix. But the one you care the most about is Lumen. Well, Lumen in RWY20. Lumen. There's the approach fix. Okay. As soon as I'm done talking, I'm going to get in my plane and then fly out to probably fleet and then restart the video. When I get here, ATC will start talking to me. I'll tell them I want to land at the airport. They will direct me to Rains. Great. I hit Rains, and then as I'm getting to Rains, they will tell me I want to hit Lumen. Well, okay. Here's the catch-22 on that. You're at a 30-degree angle, so if you turn any early on that, like they want you, late, like they tend to want you to, that actually puts you coming inside of Lumen. And you want to be outside of Lumen when you hit it. You actually want to aim for runway 20. And yes, you do have that waypoint now. Runway 20. So, as you're coming in, if you aim at runway 20 and have that as your active waypoint, and you're using nav mode, it will fly to that fix. Now, once you get about 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers from runway 20, you can switch over to Lumen and you will definitely be within a 30-degree intercept angle. In other words, This is runway 36, so it's actually 00 or 360, depending upon which tenth of a decimal point you are of being on 0. When you hit that at an angle that is between 30 degrees and 330 degrees at 1,200 meters, you will be guided down this line to about right there. It'll really just fly you right down that imaginary line, and well, it's not imaginary, it's radio line in the sky, right to the point where you cut your power, turn off the autopilot, and just let it settle towards the ground, and as you're hitting the ground, put reverse thrust in and go to full reverse. And you can stop on the runway 9 times out of 10 without a problem. Well, I can stop on the runway 10 times out of 10, but I'm gonna quick go get in my Manx, and then I'm gonna pause the video while I go fly out to Fleet. Okay, I'll be right back. Hello again. So I just flew out to the south side of Fleet, and I'm about to cross Fleet on my way to Rains. You'll notice I am only at 1,700 meters because that's what ATC is going to set me to as soon as I get about halfway between Fleet and Rains. The next place that they're going to send me, if you take a look at the arrival, it says that they're going to send me to runway 31, but I already know that since I'm actually going to be shooting the ILS, they're going to, from Rains, kick me towards Lumen. So I'm going to find runway 20 and have that preset as my next waypoint. I just click it once, I don't double click it so that I'm not actually flying towards it. And to make it so that the auto flight doesn't try and yank you back and forth when you're, like right now I'm flying a 15-degree course on the radial, 15-degree radial for Rains. When I hit Rains, actually before I hit Rains, I'm going to flip it over to heading, and then I'm going to put in RW20, or runway 20, and once they tell me to turn, I'm then going to turn the nav on to make it so that I go directly towards runway 20, which is actually 20 kilometers from the end of the runway. That's not, we're not really original with names, but that's okay. You'll see, it's not that hard once you figure out what's coming next, and that's why these charts are available. I will put the link to them. They're PDFs. You can download them, or you can just look at them on the risetvp.com page. And I should be getting ATC when Rains gets right about there. Come on. There we go, approach.
Approach, good afternoon. US 5 the Phantom. USV The Phantom. Deois approach. Good afternoon.
Landing at the airport.
US 5e The Phantom. IAW6. 5 south-southwest. Inbound for landing at base.
The Phantom. Radar contact. 51 kilometers south. Present heading. Radar vectors range. Maintain 1,700 meters.
Heading 0 on 0. 1,700. The Phantom.
Okay, once that gets down, well, what I normally do is I take 3 times the height in my head, roughly. And once I get within 3 times the height, so here I'm at 1,700, I'm going to round up to 2. So once I get to 6 kilometers out, I'm going to flip it over to heading. And then get myself prepped for the next, my next waypoint. But yeah, I mean, I literally don't have the hands on the throttle or the joystick right now. I'm just letting it fly. Yes, I'm empty, and yes, the video I'm going to shoot next is how to take off with the Manx overweight. Because if you fill it with top loading pods, and you put cargo in them, and then you put cargo in the Bay Zero, you do get overweight. Oops, that's close enough. Let's set it to heading. Okay. RW20, and then the next one I'm going to want is going to be Lumen. So just single click on Lumen so I can get it when I need it. ATC, when I get my nose right about, well, the nose will be just sticking through the waypoint there, it'll tell me to turn to heading 030, or yeah, 030 is what they'll say, and to descend to 1,200 meters, which is exactly what the altitude that I want.
The Phantom. Descend and maintain 1,200.
1,200.
1,200.
The Phantom.
They think I'm on close enough of an intercept angle, they're going to actually wait to tell me, which is annoying.
The Phantom. Turn right, heading
Turn
030.
030.
To join the localizer.
Heading
I want to be on
030.
a better angle
The
than
Phantom.
030. The closer you are to a perfect straight-on intercept, the less janking, zigging, crazy flying the autopilot has to do to get you lined up with the runway. Now let's zoom in a level on this, and you can see how right there Lumen is in a perfect line with the runway of it's a beautiful thing. So let's see, I'm at 10. I could probably switch over now. Let's put it to heading mode. Activate Lumen. And it shows that Lumen is still just real close to that 30-degree intercept angle that you want to be less than. So let's keep going a little bit closer to runway 20. Okay, that looks about a 25-degree angle right now. After I complete the turn, it'd end up being close to 20.
The Phantom. Turn left, heading 020, to join the localizer. Heading
Okay, they're
02
yelling at me now,
0.
so I might as well turn
The Phantom.
and start my turn. Now I'm gonna recycle the back to nav in just a sec. And the reason I do that is because as I made the turn, I got in closer than 22 degrees. You know, since actually it says 17. And I don't really feel like doing more snaking maneuvers back and forth across the sky trying to get to that 22 line when 17 will actually be a better one for me. 20 is good. Okay. It says localizer and glide slope, and you can actually see them right there if you look in carefully at them. Yes, I know the glide slope is
The
behind
Phantom.
the altitude.
Cleared for the
but
ILS 36 approach.
Cleared for the
Cleared
36
for the approach.
ILS.
The Phantom.
And it flipped over to localizer glide slope here. So it will fly me pretty much to the ground, and I'm supposed to lower my landing gear.
The Phantom. Turn right, heading 010,
Gear
until
done.
established on the localizer.
Heading 010. The Phantom.
That was the outer mark we just flew through. You heard the beep, 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 beep. That's the outer marker.
The Phantom. Turn right, heading 020, until established on the localizer.
Heading 020. The Phantom.
They think I was outside the capture, and I'm not. The closer, as I said, the closer you are to straight on, the less yelling they do and the less janking your ship has to do to get lined up. Now, if I was full, I would be going into full flaps here shortly, but I'm not, so I'm just gonna put 20 flaps in. I still have yet to touch the joystick. I have touched the throttle to decrease it a little bit when I
The Phantom. Cleared to land runway 36. Wind 208 at 27.
Clear to land. The Phantom.
1000.
when I put the flaps in, I lowered the throttle a little bit. Okay. Right about here is where you're going to start hearing the middle marker. Come on. Come on. There's the middle marker. And that's your decision height. You have to decide whether you're landing or not here. Now, right here is where I turn it off, but I'm going to let it fly.
500.
I'm actually going to let it go straight to the ground as much as possible.
Pull up. Pull up. Glide slip. Glide slip. Glide slip. Glide slip.
Reverse thrust.
The Phantom.
Glide slip.
Turn left, heading 19 until established on the localizer.
2010.
I popped up in the air and hit it a little hard. Oh well.
Positive rate.
Okay.
The Phantom.
Pull
Oh,
up.
I have a
Turn
huge
left. Heading
tailwind.
180.
40, 30, 20,
Until
10.
established on the localizer.
It thinks
you
I can
copy?
keep flying with no ground speed because of the tailwind.
100. 50, 40, 20.
That's another problem with being light.
The Phantom.
Okay.
Radar contact
Well,
lost.
that would have been good if it
Radar
hadn't
service
been
is
for that
terminated.
huge tailwind.
Frequency change approved.